and welcome to the Yarnniffler channel. My name is Sam. I'm a university student from Belgium. I love to knit and crochet while I'm not studying and sometimes while I'm studying. Today I'm coming to you with my 2023 crafting wrapped. So I have, let me try to get it. I have this big pile of knits I want to show you and put them on. I have a couple of pictures of other stuff I want to show you, and I also have a lot of graphs and information I want to show with you as well. I have a little co-host here. We'll see how long she lays there. She can walk away any minute or ask to go outside, so we'll see how it goes. If you hear some snoring, it's her. If you hear something else, it's probably our heating system, so yeah, or the train that passes by. So we'll see. Maybe if it makes too much noise, I just pause for a bit and I'll cut it out. So if you want to find me on Instagram, there you can find me as Sam Wyffels, and on Ravelry you can find me as Yarnniffler. I'll link everything in the description down below. So all of my project pages to everything I made, or if it is something that I only have the pattern from different places, I'll try to link everything. I also want to give a shout out to Kayla of Books and Lala. She is one of the booktube channels I follow, and she does like her quarterly wrap up and her year wrap up of all her books she read, and she really like makes a lot of stats and does that. So I am inspired by her to do this way. Like all the small things I made, I'm not gonna show you them separately. I'm just gonna pop some pictures on the screen because I also don't want to make this too long. I hope the lighting is okay for here. While I'm sitting here, I will be doing just the chatty bits, and then after this I'm gonna move upstairs, and there I have some better lighting. It's very overcast today, so should be good lighting, but I don't have a very good facing window here with a good background, so I'm gonna go upstairs after this. Something else I want to say. I have a cold. You probably heard it already. So if there are some cuts, that means that I'm just sneezing or blowing my nose, and I think that's not something that you need to see. For the rest, I made a lot of stats in Excel, which I have the graphs of, but I'm gonna try to make them a little bit more nice than just your standard Excel graph. So I'm gonna see if that happens. They should show up here, and if that doesn't happen, it will be just the Excel stats you're gonna see while I'm talking. I am also trying out a new editing software, so I'll see how that goes. It should go a lot smoother, and so if you see some differences in like the font or the places where text is normally, that's that, and I'm trying something new out. Okay, I think that's most of it. I am going to compare some of my stats with the stats, so some of my 2023 stats with some of my 2022 stats. In my podcast episodes, like in the beginning of 2023, I just gave how much grams, how many meters, and how many projects I made, and like a little bit of the different categories. But this year I really want to like go fully into it and hope to do this every year, and then we can compare different years and see how things change. So if you see me looking down, that's because my laptop is here. I have Ravelry open with all my information, and I have my Excel open. I was too lazy to type it all out on a different paper or write it out, so we're gonna do it this way, and that's that. Okay, let's get into it. So first up, this year I have a total of 6,621 grams, and I had a total of 20,976 meters. So I'll put these stats up here. This is less than last year. In like total projects, that's also less. Last year I made a total of 44 projects, and this year or like 2023, if I say last year I mean 2022, and if I say this year I mean 2023, even though we are in 2024. But I'll try to make it clear in editing with like the year on top. So in 2023 I made 33 projects, and in 2022 I made 44 projects. Let's see, in 2022 I had 8,638 grams, so that's almost 2 kilos more of knit yarn, of like yarn I've used, and I had 33,596 meters, which is 13 kilometers more. So if you just look at, say, this year I had, so in 2023 I had 20.9 kilometers of yarn that I ended up, and the year before it was 33.5 kilometers of yarn, so that's almost a 30-kilometer difference, with only a 2 kilogram difference. So we can really see that I made a couple of more, I would say, heavier projects. I do not have those stats from this year. I know how much fingering, light fingering, Aran, DK, sport projects I made, but I do not. I could have those information about last year, but it was like a little bit too much. So that means that the year before I made more like lighter weight projects, so that means more fingering and probably DK weight projects. Like I made a lot more socks, so that's like a lot of meters for not that much weight. So I think that could be a big difference. Okay, let's see. If we are going to categorize it, I made 3 big categories, so let's have a look at those. I have garments, accessories, and others. So in others there are, so let's see, so garments is everything from a top, a sweater, cardigan, pants I have made before, a dress, so those are all into garments. Accessories are shawls, socks, hats, cowls, headbands, and I think that's everything I have into accessories. That's almost the same like criteria that Ravelry has. And then for other, I have this year my cross stitch, I have yarn cozies, amigurumis, and like everything that just does not fit in to the other 2 categories. So this year I made 11 garments, and last year it was 14, so this is pretty into the similar vein. I made 7 others. Last year was only 5, but this year I was more into cross stitch, so that's probably that. And then I made 25 accessories last year, so in 2022, and this year in 2023 I made 14 accessories. So normally you should see some pie charts up here which I've made. So as you can see, like for garments and other, it's pretty much the same, but definitely I have made more accessories last year in 2022, and that's gonna be for socks. So maybe let's have a look if we break it down more. So if we break it down more, I have socks, sweaters, cardigans, hats, dresses, tops, amigurumi, shawls, yarn cozies, pants, headband, cowls, a blanket swatch, and cross stitch. That's the big categories, which you will see in the pie charts now. I'm not gonna go through every single one how many they were, but you can definitely see that I've made less socks. So let's just see, for socks, this year I made 9 pairs of socks, and the year before, so in 2022, I made 21 pairs of socks. So that's a big difference of 12 pairs of socks that I have not made. So yeah, I was less on a sock kick this year. I just needed less in general, but maybe we'll go into that more at the end, why I think that is. Let's see as well. So like if we look at, say, sweaters and cardigans, that's almost the same. So in total I made, if we take sweaters and cardigans together, I made 8 in 2022 and I made 7 in 2023, so this is pretty similar. And then for the rest, yeah, this is the first year I did cross stitch, so this is a new one. I made yarn cozies as well. I made a couple of amigurumis, but less than the year before. I made 2 shawls. I'm looking to the graphs if I can see. Maybe I'll have to look into the numbers. Yo, so that's the same. I made the same amount of shawls, but like I made a dress this year and a dress last year, but like this year it was a fingering weight dress, so Last year was like a worsted Aran weight, so it's like I made a dress, but they probably have about the same weight, but one has a lot more meterage in it, and so that means a lot longer time of knitting. So we can see it like that. Because of cross stitch, we can also say that cross stitch takes away some of my time for knitting, which I'm totally fine with because I love cross stitch and I have a lot of knit garments already, as you have seen by the stack, and as you will see once I show you it all. But this means that I'll just have some less knitting, which I'm totally fine with. Also, if you followed me last semester, so not the one that just passed, but the one before, so starting in February 2023, I changed bachelor's, which meant that I went for less classes and did just some work, but meant that I had less free time. I was very happy with everything that I did, but I think that's one of the things, like at night I was just wiped, or I only came home around 6, and other times I'm home around 2 from school, and then I was home around 6 from work, so could be that as well. But I'm totally fine with like less knitting and more planning into what I make. I think this year, yeah, everything I've made I've definitely worn once or even multiple times. I've made stuff for others as well, so I'm happy with that. That's the last thing I want to share with you. Let's have a look at where are those graphs. Here they are. So this year I made 9 things for others, and last year, so in 2022, I only made 7 things. So I made more things for others, and they were bigger as well. I think I made 2 garments, which is probably the same, a shawl, but that was first going to be for myself that I then gifted, but some Amigurumi as well. So I've made more for others. So you can see in the pie chart how it affects the numbers, because in 2022 I only made 7 things for others, but I made 37 things for myself. So you can see that's a very big part of the pie, and now it's almost like more than a fourth I've made for other people, which I am happy about as well, because I have a lot of yarn and a lot of sweaters and stuff already, so that's not necessary. Okay, I think I have gone over all the graphs. Oh, I have one more graph. This one I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to put it into a nicer one, so it's gonna probably be this one from Excel, but this one I find very interesting. Let me try to get all the information on top of it, just for myself to see. So this one puts so normally if you're gonna see this, you have 3 rings. The most inner one is how many projects I've made. So you can see like most of the projects I made are fingering, and then like we have the Aran and the light fingering ones are pretty similar, and then the sport and DK ones are smaller. Then the second ring, I'm trying to see that I say it the right way, is how many grams of everything I've made. I'm just gonna change something here that I can see. So how many grams I made. So what you can really see here, that most of it is like Aran, and I'm looking, Aran and fingering is like the most weight that I've used, which is normal. I made less projects in Aran made, but those way more than fingering weight ones. So that's that. And the most outer ring is how many meters I've used, and there you can definitely see that the fingering one is the biggest one, and then we have the light fingering one, which means like if you make for light fingering, most of them, all of my light fingering projects are made with Holzgarn Coast, which is a light fingering, which I held double. So that means for like every stitch there is actually 2 stitches, so that gives a lot of meterage. So that's a bit of that. And then you can see for like Aran and DK weight are pretty similar into like how many meters I use. And then you can see sport is, for me it's the gray one. I don't know if it's gonna be the gray one or another color, but this is the smallest one, and this means because I just only have one project that's sport, so you can see it's one project which is like somewhere out there. But for the rest, I'm pretty happy with this. This also shows me that I knit mostly with fingering and iron stuff. Iron stuff as well, because I've made 2 of the sweaters I've made, of the things I've made for others, were a sweater and a cardigan, which were iron. So that's normal, and those were not mine. And then the fingering weight ones is mostly socks, and then a couple of sweaters and shawls. So that's goes pretty well with what I think is like my idea of like my perfect knitting wardrobe, because I run hot quickly. So fingering weight is just like that perfect layer to have with me without it being too hot. If it's a thicker cardigan or a sweater, I mostly prefer the cardigans, but then I can unbutton them or just leave them hanging open, which gets more airflow in, and then I do not get cold. Most of the time I like, how should I explain this? So I bike to class, so I come there, I'm duffled in. Like now when it's winter, I have probably a little top under, then a long sleeve t-shirt, and I have, sometimes I even have then a fingering weight sweater with a DK or a worsted weight cardigan on top, and a shawl and a hat, and then my winter coat. And then I get there, I bite between 5 and 15 minutes depending on where I have to go. Then I'm too hot, I have to take everything off most of the time, and then I slowly put on layers again, but then I get hot again. So it's very easy or handy for me to have cardigans which I can leave open and stuff. So that's one of the things I am looking into, to have more cardigans or shrug type things or big shawls to wear, because I think those ones are gonna get more rare for me, because I get cold but then I put it on and I am too hot, and then I have to find the right balance. But sometimes it's too cold for just a fingering weight sweater, but then like a worsted weight or an iron weight one is too hot. So I am looking into how that works. Okay, let's see. I am going into my projects now, but first up I want to share with you the projects that I do not have with me. And then afterwards I'm gonna go upstairs, and the big stack I showed you in the beginning I am going to try on and so on. So first up, the socks, 9 pairs of socks. Normally you should be seeing them popping up. I did not want to show every pair of socks, because if you want to, you can see them all in my podcast or go on to Ravelry. So 9 pairs of socks. See, hats. I made 3 hats for my dad. So should see some simple black hats on the screen now. 2 amigurumis. So I have a little dog, which is the small version of our dog, and then I have a leopard, so should have been on the screen right now. Yarn cozies, I have no idea, I don't even think I have a picture of those ones, but I have them here at home, so I'll take a picture and put them in. If you want to see anything, I'll be in the description box. You will be seeing every category socks, and then I'll just put all 9 pairs of them, and if you're interested you can go onto Ravelry and see which ones I've made. Most of them are just simple vanilla socks. I am looking, and then for cross stitch I have 3 cross stitches. 2 are DMC kits and 1 is a Rico design, so I'll put them here, and then in the description box I will link the kits if you're interested. I have no idea if you can find them, not in Belgium, if they're still around, but I'll try to link them. So those are like in the accessory and other category that I do not have with me, or I do have them with me but I don't want to show you them all, because I think that's just boring even for me to go to every single thing, so should have seen them on the screen in pictures. Then let me go to Ravelry here. I'm just looking. Okay, then I have one of the cardigans, I think. Wait, let me just see. So I have 3 cardigans and I have none of them with me. So one is the cozies by Isabella Clark. I made this one for my uncle, so it's with him, and I think I only have 1 picture, so I'll put it in here. But if you want to see more of it, I'll try to link the episode where I talked about it into the description box as well. Then I have 2 other cardigans. Let me see. One of both of them I have, but I don't have them at home with me. They are in Leuven. So if you watched before, I'm a student and that's where I live when I'm at university. And all the other things I have were at home or I took with me, but those cardigans were just too big and I was like, nope, not gonna take them with me. So when I'm in Leuven the next time, I'll take some b-roll and I put them in, or some pictures. So this should be happening here right now. So the first one is boho style mosaic cardigan by Irina Lynn. For this one, I really like wearing it. It's in a recycled wool from Kremke. Not gonna tell you all of the yarns, but if it's something interesting, I wanna tell you. I still have some of the yellow yarn, or enough for another sweater I want to make, so that's something for in the future. But I really like wearing this one. It's a very easy layering piece because like the dark blue goes with a lot from my wardrobe and stuff. But the one thing is the big sleeves, so try to show you in some b-roll, but I even decreased on like the first couple of rows, but then you have this mosaic part and I tried decreasing in it, but it did not look good. So I have, what am I trying to say? I have decreased as much as possible so to still have enough stitches to work in pattern. So I made the sleeves, but they're pretty big, so if I do not have to wear a coat, this one is perfectly, because you can just throw it over. If I have to wear a coat, it's pretty bulky because it's an Aran weight yarn, it's big sleeves, so yeah, not the best thing to wear under a coat, but most of the time it just is thrown over my desk chair, and if I'm cold I can put it on. So this was made at the beginning of 2023, around like the same time we are now, and then one that I finished pretty recently, let's see, when did I finish? December 13th, is the Aosta cardigan. This is a pattern by the Knit Per Girl, some b-roll. I made this in Alafos, so it is very warm. It's a bit prickly. If I am too warm, it pricks a lot. But one of the things, maybe I'll put in the picture here, gonna be funny. We did not have heating 2 days in my cot at Leuven, where I study during the exams, and it was freezing out, so it was very cold. So I was wearing my knit pants and like a thing like thermal leggings, and then I had on like a vest top, and then long sleeved shirt, a normal shirt, a fingering weight sweater, I think, then my Aosta cardigan, a big shawl, and my hat of my caul and my hat, and I had some even like some gloves on, so I'll put in the picture, but for then it was perfectly. So I only had so much yarn for it, so I searched for the pattern. I really love the color. I think now it's actually the perfect weather to wear it because it's very cold, but not always wet. So, but it was too big to take with me, and I'm learning to find when is the perfect time to wear it, because I think if it's cold and not wet, I should be wearing it like over something else. It's more of like a coat than it's meant as a cardigan for me, and I want to get myself to tolerate the yarn more, because like Holst, I have made a lot of things in Holst garn Super Soft, which is also a non-superwash, so it's also more rustic yarn, which can itches, but that one doesn't itch me because I am used to it now. So I want to get used to the Alafos Lopi as well. So that's okay. Let's go back to my patterns. Let's see. So those were the cardigans. So you should have seen b-roll for them, and then I have one other sweater that I made for somebody, which I do not have. This one is called Trui Caroline, which Trui means sweater in Dutch, and Caroline is the person I made it from. She is a friend of my parents, and for this one I'm also gonna try to link the episode that I showed you this one. So I have pictures of myself in them, like a flat lay picture. So this one is from a Vildar pattern from a book, which is normally it should be in Ravelry, but it doesn't now, which is weird because I put it in. Yeah, the pattern name is in here, but it doesn't show when I put it in there. So okay, just a second. Okay, so I just it's very weird because Ravelry doesn't recognize this pattern as one on Ravelry. it doesn't state the name, even though I gave it in. So now it's in the notes. It's from I think it's from a winter 2021, no, 2001-2002 booklet or magazine from Vildar. So not a lot of sizes and all of that. Very less pattern, but very fun to work on. In an Aran weight yarn, so it went very quickly, and I just made a very long turtleneck. So that's what you're gonna see on the pictures now. So I think that is everything which I do not have a picture of. Okay, I just went through Ravelry and that's correct. So that's everything that I've made that I do not have with me. Hi, Editing Sam here. I just saw, while editing, everything that I forgot, or like I thought about one finished object. It's because it's not on Ravelry. Maybe I should put it on there. But I made a very big blanket with like this XXL unspun yarn about the same time like this, beginning of February last year. And let me see, it took about 3 kilos of yarn, which is in between 120 and 150 meters. So yeah, I have 3 more kilos that I knit up, but it was only, say, max 150 meters of yarn. So I did not think about including it in all the stats right now, just because yeah, I have made one thing more for me. It's at home. That's it. Put in a couple of pictures here of the blanket and me working on it, because I have a fun picture of that, and I link the episode below where I talk about the blanket, so you can watch that one if you want to know more about it. Okay, enjoy. So now let's get upstairs and I'll show you the stack of knits, what I have with me. So yeah, let's go. And I see that our little co-host left as well. She's sleeping a little bit further in the sofa now. So I'll see you upstairs. Okay, we're upstairs. I have the stack of knits with me, so let's get into it. So if you're wondering, this is our upstairs area. This is a wall that's around our staircase, so you can walk completely around this, and we have very large windows on top here, so this is one of my favorite places to take photos if I'm not taking them outside, because I am out of breath from just going up and down the stairs because I have a cold, so sorry for that, but this is real life, people. So I just closed this door, so this should be good lighting. Just to say, I am wearing a very basic black t-shirt and some of my favorite jeans, which I wear these things with most of the time. Okay, I am just gonna go in a way everything's on the pile, so we'll see how that goes. First up is one of the shawls I made. So this is my Westness MCAL of 2023. This is the Geo Gradient one, so very big. I gifted this one to my mom because those are more her colors, but yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's very big, it's very warm and soft. If you want to see the exact colors and yarns I've used, you can look to my episodes or on my Ravelry page. So this is the first one. Let's just put them here. Okay, next up, this was a test knit for Mirjam Molenbeek. She is a Dutch pattern designer, but she makes her patterns in English. So I think this was called just the triangle shawl when I started test knitting it, but it's the anchor shawl now. So as you can see, it's very big, but it's pretty light. I made it, I think it's a Tencel and Merino blend by Katja, so it's very soft. You have like just your stockinette and your garter in here, but like you can see, I can wear it this way. But what I made this for mostly is because it's like this interesting grey with a shine on it, is to wear like this. Let me try to see if you can see, it comes very far down. You can wear it like this, or trying to do, say, like this, and I feel very chic in this. So this is more like if I want to go to like a wedding or a chic party or something, and I have a dress and I have nothing to put on top of it in the summer or something, I can just take this one and wear it whichever way I like. You can also like put it this way and be like very cool, very chic. Not really my style, but sometimes that's what you have to work with. Okay, let's see. Next one on the pile is this one. Let me put it on. Yeah, okay, so maybe this black shirt is not the best one. Let me come a little bit closer here to show you. So you just have to like finagle it a little bit to like find the right thing. But I'll come back here so you can see it in full shot. Let me show you the back. So it's lower on the back than on the front, and also you can see here, so I made it striped, but this stripe is bigger, so these ones are the bust dart. This is the Darren pullover by Jacqueline Cieslak from her Embody book. Love making this one. First I'm doing a satin sleeve with like a sleeve cap, with not sewing it on, but just knitting it down. And I did it immediately in like in stripes, so that was interesting, but it worked out. Love wearing this one. One thing is I caught myself on a chair. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, so still have to fix that, but it's been a couple of months I've worn it, so seems fine for now. This one is made in leftovers from the MCAL of 2021. So yes, this is an alpaca wool blend, so this is very soft, very fine. So this is, I think this one was one of the light fingering ones as well. But I love wearing it. One thing is that under the underarm you are getting some felting. But yeah, that is how this goes. I've been wearing this mostly as like an underlayer when it's very cold. I wear this one with one of my store-bought hoodies or another cardigan or something, or a sweater over top. Or when it's not that cold, I wear this one. This is the next one. Okay, so this is The Traveler by Andrea Mowry. It has a hood, which is like very large. You can see I'm wearing a bun. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird from how it was folded, but this is the one. Show you from the back. It has these I-cord straps that go throughout the whole hood, so if you're cold you can just pull on that, but most of the time, getting caught in it, I just wear it like this, which looks like a very cool sweatshirt. The arms are just like that tad bit too long. If I really stretch them out, it works like, say, like this. It rides up. This one is, if you follow me on Instagram, maybe I'll put in the pictures here. I cut off the ribbing. I knitted a couple of repeats longer and then garter stitched everything together because I thought it was going to be too short. I tried it on with these pants, and at the moment, let me try to show you where my belt is, it was hitting here. So I thought that was going to be too short, and then my swatch didn't really stretch, even though Andrea told us it's gonna stretch. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna knit it a little bit longer, which is good, but I think I told you 2 episodes ago that I want to make this one again in probably one size down, because this is more a sweatshirt, and then I want to be like going for another color, a little bit more cropped to just have another one, but I really like this one. Okay, and then let's see, the last sweater is the first one I finished from 2023. It's this one. I'll put it on. So this one is also pretty long. Let me show you from the back. But I like it this way because you have a lot of colors. It gives a different kind. This is my favorite adventure from Tristan of Dragonheart Designs. I think it's gonna be linked down below. I am not exactly sure what she has. Dragonheart yarn business, and I think her knitting designs are Dragonheart designs. This one is almost no piece, which I like as well. This gives a different type, and I'll come a little bit closer. You have a different kind of colorwork on the body and on the sleeves. We can see, like here we have mostly the light gray with just like say speckles of the yarn, and on The sleeve is different. You have, like, say here, you have the highlighter yellow with speckles of the gray. This is the same section on the body. So as you can see, that's different, but that's very fun. Love wearing this one. Perfect way to show off your advent. Doesn't use so much yarn of your advent, so you can make other stuff with it as well if you want to. Yeah, very happy with this one. Don't really, I think I need to say anything else. The only thing is I bound off a little bit pretty tight down here, so but it works out. One of the things I really like doing is wearing it with a high-waisted skirt and then blousing it over a little bit like this, which gives a lot of colors. I have a black skirt with some, like, I think it's pink, green and blue colors on top of it, with like flowers and leaves, which go perfectly with this one. So that's that one. And then, let me see, those were all of the sweaters I have to show you. I always think I make so much more, but like, I have 2 cardigans and 3 sweaters, and then I have a cardigan and a sweater that I not made for myself, so I think that's like more than enough to like add every year. And these ones I wear. Very fun. This one I wore once and bite with it, and then it got like sweat stains on it, so it like it smelled like sweat, so I had to wash it, so it lay on the washing pile for a long time, but now it's washed again, so I can wear it again. Okay, let me put on one of the shirts or tops I have and share with you what I'm working for that, because for my sweaters I think I know now. Let me say this first. So I know I want my sleeves like this one coming up here, so if I really stretch out my arm, it's around bracelet length, which is perfect for me. Not too long, because then it's in the way for writing, knitting, typing, everything. For length, some of them I like longer, like this one, to really show off the colors, but I think I'm also going more to the cropped kind of look, like with this high-waisted pants and like having, say like this, a cropped sweater on top of it, which is like not cropped like almost under your boobs, but a normal cropped. I think it's pretty fine. So I think that's the most important thing for me. And also don't pick a size, too big size. So this one is perfect. One size up would have been good as well, but I am known to go for 1 or 2 sizes bigger, just because I am afraid that it will be too small. But now I've learned that you can block things out, so no, you can wear the size you are and just do that. So let me show you my shirts. First up is this one. This is, I'll just come a little bit closer to give you the detail, and it's on the back as well. So here's the back. So this is the staple linen top by Hoagie Locatelli. I made it in linen. I think I held 4 strands together of this big coat. As you can see, yeah, my screen is a little bit dark, but I think you can see that it swoops a little bit this way, and in the back it goes a little bit that way. So it has a little bit of a bias, but this is normal with linen, and I'm fine with it. It's part of the design. So I have, you can see, like a little bit of my bra peeking out, but if I do like this, then you can't, and I'm mostly fine with this. It's not that you can see like my whole bra, and if I wear like a nude one, you can almost not see it. What I'm not gonna say for the rest of this one, very happy with it. The only thing is I'm not such a fan of very high colors, so I was not sure about this one, but it works fine. You can see it rolls a little bit, so it's a bit of an unfinished edge, but that's cool. One else thing is, so here are my bra straps, so this definitely accommodates for bra straps and everything. Yeah, like wearing this one, should wear it more, but sometimes I forget that I have summer tops as well, and then I leave them here, or I leave them in Leuven, and then I'm like, oh, I want to wear it, and it's in Leuven, and I am here in Ypres for a couple of days, so finding that. This one is also a little bit cropped, as you can see, but it's like the perfect length for wearing on different kinds of shorts I have that are high-waisted or with skirts. So yeah, happy with this one. On to the next. So this is the next one. Normally you tie this at the front. This is Argyle by Claire Lakewood from one of the Pom Pom magazines. This one is when you can see that it's just, I don't know what to do with this one. It's too long, because it's very cute. Say you wear it like this, like if I really tie this one up very highly, it's like almost too much, but it's cuter if the tie is higher. So what I've done, I've worn this one in like a high-waisted skirt, so you like the ties were just hanging down. Let me show. So in the front it goes like it's vertically, and in the back goes horizontally. But this one, as you can see, is a size is too big. Like if I really pull it like this, this is how much ease I have. So I would say that's almost 15 to 20 centimeters of ease, which is I think fine in a sweater, but not in this one. Also, come a little bit closer again. The V is fine for me, but these ones tend to like want to slip this way or just do not feel comfortable in this one. Yes, but this one is made in Holsgarn Coast, so this is a cotton and wool blend, which held double. So this is one of those light fingering weight ones held double, which works good for summer, not too hot. But yeah, just the fit does not work. So I think maybe I'll have to from this one and make a smaller size or something. I'll have to see what I want to do with this one. I have always thought of maybe just taking it in here with like a sewing machine, as in like putting in a stick, and then it will be shorter, but this is too big for my body. It just does not fit. So and this one I lengthened it, so they say you have to lengthen it in the back. So if you can see like in the back, I think it's pretty much fine. So you can like, but it's because of the swoop in the front, maybe, or maybe this is something I could do. Maybe I just need where the tie ends to a little bit higher. So if you, because now if you knot it, looking at the camera, it's like it's here and it's, yeah, I do not like it. I'm not sure if it just is, or maybe this is just not my style. Because I have a top that I knot and I like that one. Or I should just take these ones off. Just like take it off and wear it like this. This is better, I think. I don't think, yeah, maybe, I'll see. Maybe this is what I could do. Maybe I just take out the yarn, repurpose it, make the same, what am I trying to say? Make the same shape, but just without the knotty one, because I think then I would wear it more. I'm just trying to put it up. Like this is much cuter for me. Is it maybe, or maybe it's that the straps are just a little bit too long. Like, yeah, this is me figuring out what to do with this. So say if we take this one in, and this sits up a little bit higher, and take this one in, this feels much more secure, like this. So if we do like this, and then put away the ties. Okay, give me a second, I'll put up this ties and try to show you maybe what I should do with it. I'm back. I just put in some safety pins here, like not good, but this feels much more secure for me. Okay, maybe it's a little bit too high, because then it will get too tight here, but maybe that's something to do. Maybe that's how I'm gonna fix this one. Yeah, this is oversized, but because it's not tight, it looks much better. Right? What do you think? Maybe let me know in the comments. I think this is what I'm gonna do. It just feels much more secure. I feel more confident in this one as well. So if I just cut off, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna cut it off like this. I think it's just cute, the different stripy ones, and gotta be honest, not really keen on like ripping it out and knitting it again. But like this, because it's like it still has, like you can see the positive ease it has, but if I wear it like this, okay, I have, the ties are stuck in here, so that may look a little bit different. But like this, I think this is cute. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. See, thank you for helping out. Sometimes just talking to yourself and looking into a mirror or a camera is the best thing. So yeah, maybe in the next episode I'll show you this, because yeah, now I feel much more confident. If I take these ones out and I tie it, let's have a look, because it's a little bit higher now. Yeah, no, this is not my style. This is not mine, but this looks much more my style. I like wearing like an interesting print or something fun. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, thank you, and hopefully this, yeah, maybe I'll film it for you and put it in a podcast if I cut this off. So if you were wondering, okay, so how would I do this? I'll just sew up the straps. So that's fine. If I ever want to lengthen them again, that's no problem. And then here I would just cut it off. Cut it off at like where the, trying to show you where the split is. I'll cut it off. Oh, my head was cut off as well. Okay, I'll stand here. So I cut it off here. So it's like this, and I'll just probably do like a crochet bind or something. Yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, 2 more tops that I want to share with you. This is the next one. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, it looks maybe a little bit weird because it has been folded. But this is it. This is also maybe a size too big for me. But or like if you would say my bust size is in between 112 centimeters and 118 or something. So maybe I could have gone down like one size to accommodate more for it, but I just love this a little bit more oversized fit because of the short sleeves, which look a little bit weird because of the fold in it. It looks good as well. So this is Rivaux by José Paquin. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm giving it more of like a French sounding tone because it looks like me like that. This one is also made in Holst Coast, so the light fingering cotton. My words, cotton and wool blend. So let me come closer. So if you can see, I have just different stripes. I have 5 different colors in this one. Normally you have 3, and now the sun is there. So if you see changes in light, that's that. Love wearing this one. Have not worn it a lot because I finished it at the end of September, I think. And then it got like cold, and I was like figuring out how to wear it, and then I left it here at home, and then I was in Leuven, I wanted to wear it and did not have it, and then I took it to Leuven, and I was here, I wanted to wear it. So yeah, problems of moving every weekend with most of my stuff. But yeah, this one is definitely, this is one of my most perfect knits. So I can tuck it in like this, and it looks fine. I can wear it just like this. So if you see, I'm trying to show you, so this is where my belt hits. So I think maybe I should measure this one, and this one could be like one of my most like magic numbers for a t-shirt or something. I have one more t-shirt to show you how it fits. Let me show you the back. So yeah, the only thing is that the hem flares out a little bit. I'm fine with that. This one is just like a cool, bold, more design. This is feel very confident in this one. Do not feel like this one makes me bigger because it has so much positive ease. So let's see, like this has almost the same positive ease as Argyle I just showed you, but it's more my style. It's a little bit more boxy. As you can see, like this is where the armhole is. So I think maybe I should look more into these kind of shirts. But yeah, this one I'm very happy, and now that I wear it again, I'm like, why don't I wear this more? But yeah, I think this should just be laying on top of my t-shirts, and if I think about just wearing a normal t-shirt, should wear this one, because like even now when it's cold, I could just wear this one with like maybe a long sleeved one over it, or just a cardigan over it, because I get hot so easily. Like now I'm getting hot as well, and there's no heating here, but I'm getting hot, and the sun is getting there, so I hope you still have a good look at this one. Okay, let's show you my last. This is the Tulsa Tea Fingering Weight by Rebecca Clove from the Bea Bea podcast, and do not know, show you the back. I love this one. I do not know what else to say. It's like it has a more open neckline, which I really like, because some of my sweaters also have a bigger neckline, and then yeah, it just does not work. And like I said, I do not like things like very tightly around my neck, so this one just feels like I'm wearing a normal t-shirt. This is 2 skeins of fingering weight almost completely into it. I just made a very small sleeve. I just, after the sleeve split, I just did the ribbing. I made a folded neckband, so maybe I can try to show you. Yeah, I am struggling a little bit with my necklace, but yeah, that's what I wear every day. So I made a folded neckband, which I think gives it a little bit more structure, but still, I really love it. This is a color from Stranded Dyeworks, Jude's, I think this one, what was it? Plant crown? No, flower crown. This is flower crown, and gotta tell you, because he's going like on leave from his business, which I completely get. Not sure if he's ever gonna get back into dyeing. I bought another 2 skeins of the same yarn in a different color, just to make another one of these, because gotta say I've been wearing this a lot in, which I told you with I have some dungarees, which is work perfectly, but just I like wearing this one. This one is just, it has like some positive ease, which without having too much. It's almost the perfect length as well, as you can see. Like it also just, like if I just stand normal, it just, my belt sits here, so it just sits under my belt. So this is gonna be when I measured for my magic numbers as well. And I find this raglan increase is also very flattering. Yeah, nothing bad to say about this one. I gotta say I have a couple of like different kind of blends of yarn which should work for a tostati, a finger weight, or a DK weight, which I think I'm gonna see if I'm just gonna make a lot of tostas, because I think this one just fits me and it's fun. And yeah, why does everything have to be like a special print or something? Just a normal t-shirt, and just this with a knit sweater, or just even a normal sweatshirt works perfectly for me. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one on, because the last one I am not gonna try on for now. Let me see what the front is or what the back is. Yes, this is. So let me just put it on top of me. This is my stumble dress by Lydia Morrow. I think as a designer she's what Lydia makes. She's just Lydia Morrow on Ravelry. I think she's what Lydia makes on Instagram then. This is also the same yarn as my Tolstati, Stranded Dyeworks merino nylon. So the sock yarn, but I love this one. So if you followed before, if you see maybe my vlog about it, I'll definitely link it, or maybe put it up here and see how it goes. I'm just gonna play with this, don't mind me. I made this rainbow dress before. It was a very simple one. Now my nose is itchy. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I just wanna sit down. So I made a rainbow dress before. It was a different pattern, not size inclusive. My size was like the biggest size, but because it was made in light fingering weight, I made like one of the middle sizes to like accommodate for a different gauge, and it worked out. But then it's super wash yarn, so it's gonna stretch. And then it was too big, and like it had a lot of positive ease, and I was not happy about it anymore. So this summer I chose to, my end is speaking out, sorry, getting a little bit distracted. So this summer I chose to frog it completely, wash the yarn, and knit it again in this pattern, which is size inclusive, which has a lot of options. So I made the back of the skirt. You can see there's a bigger green portion. Maybe if I put it half, I do not know how to show you. So this is the front and this is the back, as you can see. So it has short rows in the back to make it bigger, to like accommodate for your bum, to like have an even hemline and whatever. So yes, very happy with this one. I'm not gonna say that I wear it a lot, because it's like, it's a statement piece. Like when I wore it to my first exam, where I had to like talk about how to say it. So you write your answers in like a schema form, and then you go and talk with the professor, and they can ask you different questions about what you wrote, and to see like if you know all the things. So I wore this because this gives me confidence, and also this is warm, so I wear this in summer. I can wear this with nothing under it, and in the winter I wear this with a long sleeve black shirt and tights, or even when it's not that cold, just black tights and a cardigan on top. So yeah, really love wearing this one. And now there's fibers. Yes, the thing of working with yarn, and there's still. Yes, now I got it. Okay, as I can see, I'm getting a little bit scatterbrained from all of this, but so what am I trying to say? This one, I am gonna scoot up. I'm gonna put some B-roll in here and some pictures. So I went on a photo shoot with now a really good friend of mine, but then it was only the second time we saw each other, and this was one I had with me that I really wanted to take pictures of, and she also has some video clips of it, so I'm gonna put it in here. I think those ones really like capture the dress in like in the woods, in a different aesthetic. Gonna do a better job than me just running around in here in front of this white wall. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I think that's almost everything. So now you've seen everything I made. I really find it very fun looking back to it. I can see that some of the things I have, I just have not worn. Is it because it's somewhere in the back of my closet, or because I forgot it in the different place when I wanted to wear it, or for Argyle, you helped me figure out how I'm gonna change that one, and then probably gonna wear it. And like this one, I forgot it completely, I made it again. It's like, that's fine. Sometimes if something is not for you, you can sell it, you can frog it, you can see whatever you want. But now I think I am more into I have a lot of sweaters, and I have like some sweater quantities that I know I want to make, like this sweater. I have had some of these sweater quantities for 3 or 4 years already, and it's not because I changed size and I'm not sure which size to make, it's just because I want to make this sweater, but also I want to make so many other things. So now I think I really should get more into like some dresses, yeah, maybe another dress this year, but what I'm trying to say is some more shirts, some summer tops. I think those ones will get worn more because, as I say, I get hot so much and you can layer them better. And also cardigans, one thing I want to make more of this year. Shawls is probably gonna stay with 1 or 2 shawls a year, definitely the MCAL from Stephen West, and then maybe I see another one, but I think I'm pretty good on shawls. I mostly wear the same ones every couple of weeks. For sweaters, don't make them too long and don't make them too big. It's like, I am the size that I am and I have to feel confident in it, but I do not have to drown in like so much positive ease. If that's what I want. If I want a very big sweater, I can very oversized and can go for that as well. So I think that's everything I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see how the editing of this goes in the new editing program. If there are any comments, let me know. And I think I'm gonna ask you if you really like this, my rambly bits. Maybe it's a little bit more now because I have a cold, but I'm probably the same almost every time. There's always something. Is it exams? Is it because it's been busy or whatever? I ramble a lot most times. So if you're like, this is more like talking with a friend, I hope you enjoyed, and maybe if you like and subscribe, then we can see each other another time, or this can help other people find me. I think that's everything for today I wanted to say. I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your week, and until we see each other again, bye!